How to be my true, authentic self. Welcome to the School of Self-Worth Live. I'm Sam Osborne, the Self-Worth Guy. Today we're talking about how you can become your true, authentic self. And I want you to remember one message from today's episode, and that is love your scars. Love your flaws, love your imperfections, love your scars. And there's three things that I want you to try out in order to love your scars. Number one is to see the strength in your scars. Number two is to remember that our scars make us unique. And number three is to show us your scars. So let's go through those three things. So the first one is to see the strength in our scars, to see the strength in our flaws. Now, how can we possibly do that? Well, let's have a look at some science and some biology first. So imagine you cut yourself on your skin anywhere on your body. This is something I found out recently, thanks to sciencefocus.com. They say that when you cut your skin, the healing process, the body creates a protein called collagen to help with the repairing. Now, this helps the skin to become stronger. Okay, and then you get a scar, and that's actually, like, say you cut yourself here on your hand, the scar is actually a stronger piece of skin than the skin that was uncut before. Strange, right? So the body, let's just make sure I've got this right. When the skin is punctured, blood vessels contract and it releases something called fibrin proteins, and they tangle together and they form a clot and seal the wound. So literally our scars are stronger than what our skin was like before. So we can, from a purely biological point of view, have to admit that our scars make us stronger. Now, let's apply this idea to emotions, to our memory, to our identity, things about us that we think are, our flaws, and think about things we've screwed up on, or the mistakes and the failings in our life. And those things actually are making us stronger. They thicken our skin, I guess you could say. All right, let's look at the second point. Scars make us unique. Scars make us authentic. So first of all, I'm going to show you my scar. My scar is right here on my left eye. I might just lean right in close to the camera. My pupil is actually my scar. I had a piece of metal go right the way through my eyeball about 2008 because I was not wearing safety glasses at work once upon a time when I was a kitchen and bathroom tiling trades assistant, and a piece of metal broke off a chisel and it went flying right through my eyeball to the retina, and it caused me a whole lot of pain. But check out the scar. That whole experience of being injured, first of all, it made me feel a bit foolish because my safety glasses were on my head and not in front of my eyes where they should have been. I learned a lot about being humble from that injury. I learned a lot about how to endure pain. I learned to listen to my body, and to actually that my body was trying to tell me to slow down, to trust myself, and to live in the moment, to enjoy the moment more. So that's why I say our scars make us unique and authentic, because they show us our history. They remind us of our history, and I think that we should definitely cherish our scars a little bit more. The last point I want to talk about is called reframing the pain, or reframing your hang-ups. So basically ask yourself, what can you learn from your pain? What can you learn from the scars that you have on your body? Maybe you don't feel like you look good enough, but what can you learn from those scars? Maybe those scars are trying to tell you to look after your body more, and that your body is precious, and that you should love it the way it is, and not get too hung up on the little things that you are paying attention to. But it also means that instead of letting your scars get you down, is that you can turn them around and say, okay, I learned a lot from that time in my life. I've learned a lot about not being so serious about life, or I've learned to take myself a bit more lightly, to have a sense of humor and to be able to laugh at myself. Maybe your scars can help you to get real and understand that your body changes throughout time, and that this is the process of getting old and being a human, and that you should just accept that and go, well, every part of our life is going to have ups and downs, but you can reframe your pain and your hang-ups so that they don't bother you so much. I think that's what they mean when they say to make peace with yourself. So let's summarize. If you want to find your true, authentic self, I want you to love your scars. And that is because a lot of the time when we try to be our authentic self, we have this idea in our mind that our authentic self is perfect, the perfect self. There's perfectionism there, and that we never make mistakes when we are our authentic self, and that we don't have any problems. But I don't think that that is a true or a realistic understanding of authentic self. I think authentic self is when you go, sometimes I've got these great things about me, other times I don't. And that is a balanced view. Authenticity is showing us the good, the bad, and the ugly about yourself, and being happy with it, accepting it, being proud of that, cherishing yourself. And so you can love your scars in three ways. You can see the strength in your scars, you can show us your scars, and you can definitely reframe the pain and your hang-ups. So if you've loved this episode, I've got a free gift for you. It's called Crush Imposter Syndrome Forever, the starter kit for bulletproof confidence. And you can get it at the link on the screen right now, samosborne.com/starter kit. And I invite you to join the School of Self-Worth Facebook group. That's the best place to get hold of me. And if you've remembered one thing from today's episode, it is love your scars, people. And that is how you find your true, authentic self. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend.